Hello and welcome to another Train Sim World 2 video, and this time it's going to be stuff with the 313 again. I'm doing a scenario planner thing in the background, but I forget where we're starting from and where we're heading to. So basically, I wanted to make a video because I haven't been uploading recently. Plans have sort of changed. I mean, stuff has got in the way. I've kind of lost interest in doing videos for quite a while. The reason being is because there's just been a couple of things on my plate, applying for jobs and, because I'm currently unemployed. Playing City Skylines again because, to be honest, I kind of got into it again after watching a video about it and I thought, oh yeah, that game exists. So I went back to it, decided I wanted to make a new city, I made one, and then I thought, I'm not happy with this. So I decided to start again, learn some more tips and tricks about the game, and then do my best, because City Skylines, to be honest, on console is not as good as it is on PC. That's not first-hand experience, mind you, that's just taking into account all the mods and all the freedoms that you get really with PC. I mean, there are some features that are exclusive to PC, even down to the DLC packs. So there are some parts of the DLC packs where you won't actually get the same stuff on console as you do on PC. Plus, it can look better with those mods. It doesn't look terrible on PS4. It's pretty good for what it is, considering what you're doing. But at the end of the day, PC is obviously better because mods, and it just seems a lot easier to use, to be honest, with the mouse and all that. So yeah, I've been trying to make a decent city that operates decently well. That's going okay. So yeah, I'm happy with how it looks so far. There's some bits I don't like about it, but happy with that. I don't really want to make videos on City Skylines because, I'll be honest, outside of showing you what I'm actually building at the time, I don't think it'll be very interesting. So maybe I'll do a video here and there, but I wouldn't call it series worthy. Speaking of series, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, that's been basically held back, because the last time I played GTA San Andreas was like a month ago, probably, and yeah, that was quite a while ago, because City Skylines and Train Sim World have taken over with new stuff or just me regaining interest. Haven't actually played Train Sim World for a while either. So yeah, it's just been busy in that regard. Also, I'm now vaccinated, which is fantastic. I've only got the first dose, by the way, because they only recently started vaccinating my age group, which is 24, 18 to 24, something like that. So anyone under the age of 18 won't be asked yet. And to be honest, that to me doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I do think they should have included a larger age group in this, because, the people under 18 are still in education, aside from university, they're still at school, and schools kind of can be a hotbed for things like coronavirus and other ailments, like, the flu. The reason why they vaccinate kids with the flu vaccine is because, yeah, it can spread very easily in a school, because there's so many people there at any one time in the same classroom, and before you know it, it just spreads from one person to another without even realising it. So yeah, to me, it's probably not the best step. I'm glad I've got vaccinated. I'm glad people in my age group have, because people in my age group are the ones that usually, go out on an evening, especially university students. They go out, get drunk, go to a club somewhere, because bars and pubs are now open, and restaurants as well. So you'd think for the age groups that's, the most outgoing, that you'd vaccinate them. So yeah, that's good. If you're wondering what the vaccine exactly is that I've had the Pfizer vaccine, which is I'm going to say better than AstraZeneca only because the fact that it doesn't actually result in blood clots at all. I mean, according to the research, about 10 in every million people vaccinated will develop a potentially fatal blood clotting issue, which can cause a stroke or, a heart attack or things like that. Mostly a stroke though. So, yeah, I would probably say that giving AstraZeneca to, because it's only really young people that are getting this problem, people who are sort of in the, I guess, below 40 age bracket. And with that being the case, I don't really think they should be giving AstraZeneca vaccines to anybody anymore. I think they're problematic for that reason alone, because that stroke could end up killing you. And even if you do suffer a stroke and survive, there's a good chance that maybe it will affect you for the rest of your life. Or it may develop into a more serious problem later down the line where you keep having strokes from a blood clotting problem. So, yeah, I would recommend that we just stop using it because it doesn't seem to be a very good idea. I mean, it's going to get a lot of negative press. What's the point making the situation worse by giving more people that particular vaccine? There's nothing really wrong with Pfizer as far as I'm concerned. I mean, a very small amount of people will have a severe allergic reaction, in which case, yes, they need to go to hospital. But usually there's signs that that is going to happen anyway, because they do ask you, have you ever had a reaction to any kind of vaccines before? So, those events will be very few and far between with the Pfizer vaccine. There are other ones, I believe, that they're trying. They're trying Novavax. I think Novavax is already in. And then there's is it the Janssen vaccine that they're trialing at some point? I don't know. But, yeah, the Pfizer vaccine is fine. The only thing about it is that a large number of people have reported after the second dose especially, you'll feel very, very tired, very ill, but you won't actually be in serious danger. It's just that you'll feel pretty ill, after your second dose. After the first dose, the most common thing to happen is it's listed on the... You will get some information about this. If you're in the UK, you'll get a sheet detailing everything about the vaccine before you have it, so that you're aware, and then you can decide maybe, if you don't want it. I wouldn't recommend not getting it, because to be honest, there is, in my opinion, no reason not to. I think we should, encourage each other to get the vaccine, because it really is a good idea to get it, because coronavirus doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon. So if you still want to go out and see your friends, a bit more often, obviously try and keep social distancing. But for the most part, between people who are vaccinated, it should be fine. The only problem is that if you are vaccinated, there is a chance that you could still be passing it on to somebody else who isn't vaccinated. So try and only see people who are, if you absolutely have to. But yeah, that's good. Good thing. So what's happening right now? Well, after the first dose, my arm, it hurts, right, near the area where they stuck the needle in. If you're wondering, does the actual vaccination itself with the needle, does that hurt? For about a millisecond, and then nothing. Like, it's so brief that it's not even worth really complaining about. Still wouldn't, I wouldn't say it's pain-free, because it isn't. There is still pain there, but it only lasts a brief amount of time. And obviously for different people the circumstances may be different. I'm just saying that in my case, I only felt it for about a millisecond. if I seem slower on the brain today, slower with using my brain and getting the words out, it's because I am. It has made me feel a bit off, should I say. Not ill like, oh, he's being sick, and oh, he's got a high temperature, ooh, he's sweating. No, nothing like that. I'm just kind of sitting here, tired really. It's just tiredness, in my experience, and I've read a lot of other people's accounts that yes, it's mostly just tiredness that happens. So that's good. I mean, if you want to read up about the side effects, you can well in advance. They are probably available in lots of places online. I'm sure the NHS, if you're in the UK, has some information on all this very extensive stuff, because to be honest, most of the information sheet that I read was just telling me, oh yeah, this is a vaccine for da 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 da, and it's called officially something. It's a code. It's got a COVID-19 vaccine, and it's got some kind of code with letters and numbers. Just like official speak. So yeah, it's telling you what ingredients are in it. Potassium, basically none. Sodium, basically none. But they have to report it because there is some in there, you know. So for whatever reason, if that's a problem for you, then it's likely that your doctor probably told you not to have the vaccine, or they gave you a different one. I'm not sure. Right now the arm is stiff. It's my left arm because I'm right-handed. I need my right hand to do writing, and you know, this is the arm which I'm strongest in, my right. But still, having a left arm being stiff and aching a bit, yeah, it's a bit unpleasant. But at the end of the day, there are some. I do believe that regular painkillers will be able to get rid of this. I've had worse headaches than the pain in this arm. Worse headaches than this, right? That didn't go away after some painkillers. So I'd say that you're pretty fine. I mean, it's just going to be stiff for about a day, or hurting for about a day, I think is the general consensus. Your situation may change, but obviously if you do get any severe reactions, then let the emergency services know. Not saying like just ignore it because it's the vaccine, just, you know, take care of yourselves. Use your common sense, you know, but for a hurting arm, it's a better side effect to have than, let's say, I don't know, fainting, like all the time, temporary narcolepsy. Yeah. So that was how it went. If you're wondering what was the process, you get a code, you get a booking code, and then you basically make sure you get a note of that. It usually sends you a text on your phone if you gave that information when you booked your vaccine. You can do it online. You can ring them up on, I think it's 119. Yeah, I think it was 119. Right, okay, jump cut to another piece of audio. This is me right now on day 2, basically after having the vaccine. And you know what? I'm in a more sound state of mind right now. I'm not feeling unwell. I mean, there is a little tiny bit of offness about me, but to be honest, it's fine. You know, there's no real issue anymore. Now, obviously, don't take this to mean that in your case, after you have any dose of the vaccine, or after one day, it's going to be gone, because it's not always the case. I mean, you know, you can report these side effects if you really, really want to. Though, to be brutally honest, I think they've already catalogued all of the side effects that this, you know, the Pfizer vaccine can possibly have for different kinds of age groups. Because yes, they're now doing 18 and over, but at the end of the day, you're given a sheet with lots and lots of, you know, side effects, ranging from common to very common, to rare to very rare, to extremely rare, to basically unheard of. and they probably catalogued all of these. So if you really want to report your side effects, if you feel like you've got something new, or you just want to do it because you want to help out with data, yeah, go right ahead. I believe I'll report mine once I'm basically off all of this, and I'll just make notes, how I've been feeling and all that. But yeah, anyway. So, like I said, you can book it online. It is sort of easy online, although sort of not easy at the same time. The reason being is because they will ask you quite a bit of questions. It's a little bit of a lengthy process because they want to know, where are you right now, which vaccination centre you want to go to, what day you want it to be on, morning or afternoon if they can do that. So I picked a vaccination centre. I chose to go in the afternoon. They gave me a time. It was very much, it was in the afternoon, yes, though not very far into the afternoon. It was 12:35 p.m. So yeah, I mean, I don't know up until what time you can have these, but I'm just gonna go for early afternoon sort of time if you're going in the afternoon, or if you want to go in the morning, then that's fine. I'm sure that they can also do it on weekends for people who work all the week. I'm pretty sure that there'll be some kind of opportunities if you can't make it normally, if you work strange hours or things like that. So yeah, they are trying to cover all the bases, and that's really nice. And you can also book it on the phone. If you do book it on the phone, they will basically give you a list of the vaccination centres that you can go to. If you can choose one, or you can do like I did, which I originally booked mine on the phone. However, I needed to change it because I remembered I had an appointment on that same day. So it was easy to cancel. It cancels both of your doses. So when you book, it actually books both of your doses. So it will give you, well, mine. Let's say it's July. It's July right now, and my second dose is in late August. So quite a ways away. I mean, it's over the limit for how long the minimum requirement is. That's 21 days for the Pfizer vaccine. But in general, it's quite a ways off. So whether everyone's is like that, or if it's just in this area, or maybe another area has longer wait times, maybe another area has shorter wait. I don't know. But the second booking, that one, it decided for me, or it only really gave me one option. Now, I don't really know why that is. I don't know why the same areas aren't available again, because I'm still in the same area, the same centres, I mean. But that's just how it was. I'm guessing that maybe the spaces that were here already were booked up, or they couldn't guarantee that maybe they're only doing first doses at certain centres and then second at others. I don't know. But it is what it is, and I'm happy to travel and go ahead and do that. Now, this whole video has been about basically my vaccine, really, and I will be doing another video after this one. Whether it's going to be on the 313 or not, I'm not the 314, I mean, what we're driving now. I do not know. I don't know exactly what it's going to be on, but I will be working on another video, a proper video that's not just about the vaccination and all the things like that. I'll briefly mention it in the next video, but I won't go into very much detail, so don't worry, this won't really be happening again for these videos. Yeah, and then I think that video will be discussing some other topics as well, so yeah, please do stay tuned. And if you're having your vaccination right now, or you've already had it, great, that's wonderful. We should all be doing that right now. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. I do hope you enjoyed it. Please do look at my other content if you really want to. And have a nice day, stay safe, and all that jazz.